Rez finally shuts him down, but the damage has been done.
Rez does well to get inside of the site, but Guardian still found the kill toward the bomb, so even with Rez having position, Draken has to fight. NiP gets the shot returned on him and then snaps over to find Rez as well. Good round from FaZe. Now they lead Pistols 3-2, having gone down 0-2 in the first map.
Towards inside they went. Olofmeister got so much on that lower ramp play. He should have just got one and be taken down at that very point there. But Rez finally shuts him down, but the damage has been done.
Rez does well to get inside of the site, but Guardian still found the kill toward the bomb, so even with Rez having position, Draken has to fight. NiP gets the shot returned on him and then snaps over to find Rez as well. Good round from FaZe. Now they lead Pistols 3-2, having gone down 0-2 in the first map.
Towards inside they went. Olofmeister got so much on that lower ramp play. He should have just got one and be taken down at that very point there. But
they'd vacated the position. They're likely heading this direction and the right, and assuming so. Molotov down to cut off further rotations, but they haven't spotted Olaf yet. Rez does respond. Good find. Guardian still not detected. Good play from Exist. Last one in, checks it. Spray down. Rain gets to get right back. He follows up as well, actually, on the AK to give them the lead. No bomb plant as well. Forrest is so far forward. He was waiting to play the post plant position. He now has to backtrack to get to the bomb, and Kerrigan is in his way of doing so. No armor for Kerrigan, but he has the high ground, and Forrest is not going to expect this position. Safe plant, that's the smart call. He's still going to be in the open. No shots. Kerrigan knows the UMP won't win from that range. He's going to try and get positional advantage with Forrest's lack of knowledge, and he's got it. He's tapped it. He's got the shots. Forrest had get right. Stays alive with 100 HP. Didn't even get touched by it. Olaf's changed his angle as a result as well. He'll get some smokes thrown in to aid his position. This Guardian will transfer as well to the high ground. Top tanker, off angle, finds it with the AWP as well. Down goes Forrest, down goes Rez. I was gonna say down goes Get Right. I was waiting, but it's not gonna happen. They won't get the bomb plant though, because Olaf will slide up to get Draken.
Full eco, and a lot of teams will opt to go towards the inside bomb side there with just the pistols. You get the opportunity to plant a stab. You can trade out one kill, a chance to plant right at the back of the bomb side there. They attempted it and 1 second away, but Olofmeister certainly said no. Just target practice at this point for Guardian, of course, with the
Exist, even a bullet through the floor would put him out of commission at this point in time. Meanwhile, NiCo and Guardian are clearing together. NiCo's going to realize Forrest is in the corner. He only got one. Exist won the battle against Kerrigan, however. The trade works on the peak. That was intended, but it's NiCo that knows exactly where Exist is. Exist knows exactly what the time is. NiCo has to back away, and NiP pick up their 4th round.
NiCo just about survives with the AWP, but there it is. 2 in a row for the Ninjas.
Just barely in time with the connector. Quite fast enough to save his teammate, but there to get the trade. As NiCo's doing the same in return. Same position that Exist wanted to take as he slips up from the CT perspective, and he may catch them off as well. Rain is also on the flank. They're pitched in already toward the B site, NiP, and even if they go for the plant, NiCo is patient enough. Draken goes down, bomb is lost, and again they're forward to the site, anticipating the plant coming through without fully clearing the site itself. As Kerrigan will find Rez, Get Right has to go against 1 versus 4. And it's Kerrigan to find him as well. Spray control. Start to work out Brown Halls instead. Puts pressure again toward Olaf. NiCo is still close behind the smoke of the E-box. He could get toward Pop Dog for rotation, but straight contact. NiP's in. And it's Olaf, the only man to defend him. Already spotted as well on top tankers, trying to play both angles. Had to, and he manages to at least get a kill. Swings back, great read. Rez goes down as well. Nade's gonna go deep, but Nade's already planted, or bomb's already planted rather, excuse me, as Draken. A great shot to NiCo, cuts off part of the rotation. And he's not sold on the shoulder peaks. Further damage done to Kerrigan, but that leaves him alive. He's lagged up onto 9. It means it's easy for Forrest to pick him up, but he's traded back, and it's on to Get Right, who's got a Molotov ready.
They've got no smoke map. This could be massive if Get Right times this well. He's going to deny them the bomb defuse. They're going for it now.
It's early though. I think it's a bit early because Guardian does have a kit, and that'll be extinguished by the time the kit is applicable. And they cut him off. Olaf with the shot, and Guardian gets on it immediately. They just barely had enough time. Olaf
certainly could have been dangerous, but maybe a couple more seconds would have done it.
So the ops up again, doubly so. Still 1 for Draken to work with. 7-6, another close scoreline. Well, this time at the bottom of the ramp. Brown Halls won't get aggressive. They've yet to go to the top corner. Just barely see the gap, but Rez! Man, oh man, this guy's been impressive. An amazing shot as he cuts it open the site. Nico that's up close. He'll forget about top for now because he's protected by the train to his left. Smoke off. He's hoping he can wrap around and find Rez, who's had his attention turned. You cannot fool Rez, it seems, as Kerrigan does at least get right back. Really seen the Molotov applied to 2 players. It won't be this time either, but theory. Let's get right. Looks up and spots Kerrigan. Range inside the smoke. Forrest is backing off. Still finds the kill. Has a very peculiar position as they stacked it up. Get right needs to make up for the loss as Guardian found 2. Get right does exactly the same, and it's only Kerrigan that remains. He got down the ladder. Get right knew he was there from before. With the bomb down inside of the site, Get Right's going to position himself with an angle. But the smoke denies the vision. Doesn't matter. Get Right still has the shot, and NiP have the round.
An absolute brawler around that map. Sort of aggression here. And wait for that at the very start. Hold it off. It's holding the choke points and then deploy their smokes. As Rain and Kerrigan wait towards Pop Dog. It's looking very good for an outside execution here. And Molotov goes on top of the Pop Dog room. Pushes anyone back just like that. Xist can't hold him.
Exactly that. He has to sit behind the E-box, which now he becomes subtly and cautious of a coy approach at A main. Smoke goes down toward Pop Dog. Forrest is still at sandwich position, but he doesn't want to overpeak it. He can see the foot coming through Rain. As he walks in, Xist couldn't get the shot despite having that information. Forrest needs to go back and get aggressive now, but he's got so much utility in front of him, climbs the ladder. Olaf there instead as Get Right tries to do what he can from on top of the train, but the bomb is backing away. It doesn't need to commit because the smokes are gone, they've dissipated, and they don't have the kills required to open up the site confidently. It is another double up setup as well from NiP to try and hold off in a 3 versus 3.
Good map control at the very start, pushes CTs back, and the set piece came through. Equal trades means they can't get that bomb down, and Rez has rotated back towards inner. They've waited and allowed some self-doubt to creep in as NiP aren't sure it's going to be an outside play.
And exactly at the time that Get Right and Draken started to go more passive as well, Rain will take away the inside of the site with the AK-47.
10 seconds.
That sandwich is clear. You're right, it is only 10 seconds by the time they get to the plane. Especially, that's done. Bomb is down. Get Right finds both. And patience, what they've purchased. There's none left over, but the same can be said for NiP. So if FaZe want to force this out, great chance to do so. If NiP want to end it, great chance to do so. Draken goes aggressive. Had the shot you would have expected toward Kerrigan, and he's got to back off, smoke down. It's bounced the wrong direction. It doesn't cover off Olaf, and he finds an incredible headshot quickly that will open up the back tracks. It's going to cause problems because Get Right has to get in position to watch it. He's going to go aggressively as well, but it's 1 for 1. Even though the bomb goes down temporarily, they'll immediately re-grab it. Xist got one in the meantime, but it's Rez that brings this back to a winnable situation for NiP, and Olaf changes his direction of approach. I thought maybe they'd go to CT. That was anticipated. Forrest took up position, and he's gone back the other way instead.
2 on 2. Very fast approach from FaZe. They do get towards the back trats. They get the trade, and at least for now, NiP can hold them at bay. Rez with the AWP, Forrest with an AK-47. They've lost track of them completely. Rez has to go back towards inner. They can't afford to have that position open. Forrest holds Ivy. This is looking very good. As you can see, the bomb will be coming towards that position. A full back for now. In terms of grenades, we've got 1 flashbang and a Molotov. Enough time to work with and just feel out if they can get 1 bit of information as to where the CTs lie. That'll be enough to work with.
Nico going to play it together. It's good they didn't isolate themselves with Forrest's position. Now they've got trade potential. And so far away is Rez. Forrest can go undetected and just stay alive. Chance in this, but forget the lack of detection. He's going to go aggressive! Oh my god! I'll have what he's having. What an incredible one tap toward the intended target as Olaf goes back and finds it. It's down to a 1 versus 1. Rez gets in position, but it's on the up. On the up will do. He finds it through the edge of the train, and Olaf down. And 1 smoke on top of the site should allow the plant. Rez goes forward to start things off in this map 4. Good shot from Guardian, takes back Draken. That'll allow Get Right to prepare because Guardian will walk in through Squeaky, but he's not prepared for that shot because he finds a second straight headshot to open up the position to allow rotations. Rez therefore has to continue fighting forward. As Guardian gets in behind, it's Xist to go down, brought in by Rain. Forrest forced off the angle, still has Rez behind him to hold, but they don't have control of window. Good find from Forrest. As he nearly snaps back in time, it's a 1 versus 2, and Rez does not have vision of the bomb. They're on it now. No kit, but it doesn't matter. They get the kill, and they've got time.
Very fast round coming in there from both sides. It's the B commitment from NiP that worked successfully. They get the opening kills.
Job done. They clear the position. They'll go for the safe rotation. They didn't have any information in the front of the bathroom, so they had to go back through construction and rotate around toward bank and the dumpster, respectively. That's given Xist position at long because of the absence or or lack of presence toward the A site. Kerrigan is still behind the truck. Draken starts off with Rain. Again, he was low, so it's not a large loss in the fact that he already found a kill. And Olaf gets Draken back. The HP, therefore, is still sufficient. Rez, meanwhile, is not. He's down to 4. Good find from Exist. Over top of the small box. As Olaf finds Forrest once more, Rez is still low. Nico's got an Exist down. Rez now has to clutch it with 4 HP, and Olaf, equally as low, still finds the kill.
Yeah, Olaf Meister waiting for his teammate to rotate through.
Ready forward on the CZ. You're right, this sort of range, massive damage, but not a kill. A kill would have been more desirable because Olaf can still back off and play angles. Nico's tagged considerably. That allows Forrest in on his AK. Now they can start to swarm onto the site. As Olaf does get right back, though, and again, it wasn't a kill. He could have had him down so soon in the round. Him staying alive has opened up space for Kerrigan, and it's Exist in a 1 versus 4, and he's just got the CZ.
Yeah, I think this is the round done, and potentially the half completely ruined for NiP. This is going to be money down to 0 again. 4 players surviving for FaZe. Exist will find an AK-47, but it's just going to be a consolation frag, if anything. Yeah, double digits coming in. After winning those 2 rounds there, down to a full eco.
The map. As he goes out, he realizes they are getting closer. It's Exist and Rez. Low HP. Both vulnerable and susceptible of going down to Guardian as they'll try and get closer with Rez. He's got to be very careful. It is the AWP. A missed shot would allow them to get the kill, but it's Forrest instead that actually finds it. Nico with spray. Able to get from behind the truck to find Get Right. He's looking for a headshot to Forrest. That goes the other direction, but again a flank from Olaf.
He gets it, the timing once again. Olaf Meister is such a thorn in their side.
He's distracted with Kerrigan. He has to play a safe side on entrance as Rain batters Forrest. He follows Get Right as well. Both of them gone down. It's Draken that has to fight forward at long just to get control, to hold off. And unfortunately, he runs out of ammo. He doesn't run any further, and Olaf's gotten in behind him.
Kerrigan was a bit of a spot above there, but it's going to be a 5-on-2 situation. Exist will get this goal almost certainly. It's the in-game leaders battling it out in the bathrooms right now. Kerrigan just wants to stay alive at low HP, doesn't have to find that kill. The round's already guaranteed and doesn't want to give Exist anything to work with it. This is just a matter of pride at this point, and Exist will go down. Forrest once again with that Desert Eagle, causing absolute mayhem. It's a 2-on-2 as Rain almost guarantees it now. It's going to be Draken with no defuse kit, no nades, just the Desert Eagle to keep NiP's hope alive there.
Olaf checks it, but he's low on HP. Draken's so close, and Olaf was not ready. He wants the AK. He's actually got it from that range. I'm surprised. I didn't think he was close enough at all, but picks it up, gives him a chance. Rain has the ball. It's not yet planted. He'll peek back out. Draken's got it. Based on timing, this could be a huge problem. Flash will slow them down. He's going to peek on it. They're low enough on HP, but he can't get a single kill. It's Kerrigan that takes the duel with the M4 at range with 100 HP when it started. When it transpired, as Draken in behind the truck finds one, follows it up. A chance to go for Nico, but a deagle shot that lands instead. And even though the AK tried to get the spray down, it suddenly falls to just Exist.
He's got nothing really to work with here, but the good news is they are both low HP. He just doesn't know where they are right now. Has to get close to that bomb. Will they let him do it? It looks unlikely. Exist will have to check long. That's what Kerrigan's waiting, looking for the execution. Not going to happen. Exist now makes this very possible. Smoking the bomb. It's Nico and CT spawn, but Exist seems to know, but the timing. You're absolutely right.
I'll follow that up with Rez, Exist, and Get Right, the last 2 alive. Both do have M4s, but what chance beyond? Hard to say. Good find from Exist, at least controls Nico, but bomb's heading over toward A, and Get Right realizing it late has to go back around. And Guardian in the open does still have an AWP that, although he's planting the bomb momentarily, can easily get posted toward the bank stairwell. And with the smoke down, small gap, Get Right will not have a clean entrance, although Guardian doesn't want to stay in this position. Maybe didn't realize the gap was as big as he thought. So he catches him running back. It's Get Right that therefore can go aggressive. No kits on either player. They've got to be swift. Exist will follow it up. If he can hold the defuse, and now knowing that Rain's inside of the bathrooms, they can control this. He'll flash back in. Get Right the one to take the duel as Exist tries to hold it down. He's on the defuse now, but Get Right's gone behind the truck. He still has the angle, and he'll find it. Call that an upgrade from a CZ75, would you?
Yeah.
The way this series has gone, the way the Deagles have been in the hands of FaZe, I would say yes. In most situations, CZ is still very applicable. AK-47 this time for Nico.
He wants to give that to Olaf now. He's gone down low HP. Olaf has armor to work with as well, so that would be the logical play, at least in my book.
And that would also give a deagle back to Nico, which hasn't exactly been a bad thing.
Yeah, Olaf's going towards Nico. There's the swap.
Olaf immediately, as soon as he got that AK, made no mistake with it, but Get Right shuts them down. Nico behind the bags. He'll go down as well. Get Right 3 kills behind the barrels. Guardian knows that he's there. He may fall at this point in time, given the angle from Guardian. He's got to pray. Get right with 2. Bomb down. Have to continue on, though. Nico's going to get positioned. They do not have smoke to cover cross. That is a very tough position, but Nico doesn't want to go down, so he'll let them have it because he's waiting for the rotation to come around from Kerrigan.
That's smart play from Nico. He wants to make sure he overwhelms them properly. They have managed to find an M4A4 on that side, though. That's in the hands of Forest. What a tournament he's had so far. They have got a defuse kit available on 1 flashbang. NiP definitely still have a shot to win this.
Kerrigan to lead the way. They'll go together. Try and get trades. Flashbang to complement their entry. Kerrigan is still not wanting to go wide. Nico's going to back in. They don't want to both are in the site. Good fight. Get right again. He's found a 3rd. He has taken this round on his own. And Forrest is the one with the M4, 100 HP. He'll pick baby that out. Pull Kerrigan's attention. Get right tries to swing, and they're just buying time. That is so clever from NiP. Kerrigan can have all the kills he likes. But Forrest getting him in early on. Maybe that's something we'll see more and more from NiP. Especially after winning an Eco. So it's Nico. Speaking of Eco, back to the Deagle. He'll sit toward the bottom of Highway as they do go over the boost. Forrest is the one to peek it out. He can't quite hit the first shot, but don't rule him out yet. He's still got a chance as they get closer as Rez can't hit it. He follows with Draken. He certainly is amazing in this series, and they have taken back middle.
That's unbelievable from Nico. 2 swift 1 digs. This tournament has been ridiculous for the Desert Eagle. What a resurgence.
Before they were ready to transfer their attention, but it's Draken that gets him in return. And the fact that he had nowhere to hide. Nico. The bomb was good damage as well. Transfers back over. He and Guardian combined. And Exist again has to clutch. What? It's Rain. He's gotten confident now because he goes back to Guardian. I thought he was going to wait for the smoke to bloom to go for the bomb. That's unbelievable, Exist.
What a time to arrive, Exist. We'll slowly start to fall back at this point. You can see Olofmeister getting a more tentative position. And they'll try and see what the next move is from NiP. They've got 2 smokes remaining, and Molotov as well. No real map control here. Exist isn't towards A main, but doesn't help them too much. Trying to see if a CT overextends and allows them to pick one up here.
In the hands for Draken. Pull off inside of the vents. Originally, they had great mid control. They were able to rotate off and go to a more standard formation. They try to get shots through from Forest. Boost on A at the slide gives Nico vision. Vision that will be much to the delight of Nico as they walk his direction. He gets Get Right over top of Draken, in fact. So a 2-man advantage. Quick little bounce flash out of the corner. Very typical, very standard. It's traded back. But he does manage to get a further kill, leaving us to
see now. Rez opens things up. Been quiet this game, but that's a good opening. It's up to Kerrigan, the in-game leader, to fend them off. If he finds nothing here, this could become problematic. He doesn't. Exist opens up the A-bomb side.
Huge win, but the HP is low. A chance. Olaf and Guardian, the newest additions to FaZe. Good shot from Guardian to find the first. It's Forrest as well to go down. So an AWP for Rez. Exist on an AK. He goes high, that goes above the Molotov. They spot it, and Exist hits another beautiful shot. What a game he is having as Olaf has to go aggressive. He has a kit but no nades to work with, and Rez will swap out. He wants Exist to play the long angle now that he has the HP, and Rez therefore can be sacrificial. Olaf will find that kill, but he knows it's not likely, or is it? He's actually going to continue on. I thought he'd back off immediately, but he fancies his chances. Exist doesn't have a dare to peek, and you're right. He's won it on time alone. They'll tie the game back up 6-6. In fact, Exist, just to add the insult to injury, will take Olaf down in the process.
FaZe starting to crumble now. That was a round that was guaranteed for them.
Shadow shows for Draken when he wants to swing wide, but Olaf still watching above the box. It's a shotgun, apparently. Down goes Olaf. Exist enters in, but Nico pulls one back. Still the man advantage, therefore, for FaZe, as Draken needs to get an angle. And if he's going to Exist, needs to push Nico back. That'll do.
How is he doing this on low HP every single time? It goes down to the 2-on-2 once again, just to know there's no kits available.
Wow.
Draken dancing with death towards Highway. 1 HP as the bullets whistle by. He has to hit this shot. He can't do it. Guardian now jewels him, and it comes down to Exist once again. 6 HP up against Rain.
Draken so nearly got away with it as he got sprayed from almost full HP down. Rain knows it's planted for a main, but in a position he can defuse. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a kit. If that was a 5-second defuse, I guarantee you he holds it. 6 HP. Exist has pulled him away, and I think he has. Time is gone. Exist will win out the round. Rain will try and get on it, but no chance. Does he have a kit? He's picked one up.
But
it's going to be the 5-on-4 situation as it all starts to kick off once again. Exist looking incredibly sharp.
Olaf limited by the smoke, has to sit inside of the mid garage. As Exist, as you say, incredibly sharp, peeks out. If anyone's in A main, look at Rez. Rez not necessarily known for lurking. Gets behind them, takes an immediate shot to Olaf. And he'll hold off mid, which contains the positions for FaZe. I'm going to consider the fact that they could go above and behind him and gets ready for Guardian. And he's not done yet either because he swings back in. Nico's gone around. But Kerrigan has 25 HP in the bomb. The fact that Nico was able to clear the position means that he's just going to walk out and expect that it is clear. And Rez takes the round into his own forklift as he bounces a smoke out that reveals his position. Trajectory of the way that it bounced, and I'm sure Rain knows that he's there. 32 seconds. 9 players alive. 3 from NiP toward A, where all of the attention is turning. There is a lurk inside the middle. It is Olaf, and he's going to find Draken. That takes the off out of it on the retake, but Rez finds one, and that's when Get Right strikes. He'll slide out to find Rain. Kerrigan never committed, so he has a chance to find a lineup, and Olaf coming up highway can also get an angle, but the smokes will not give him a chance. More so, Forrest won't give him a chance, and Get Right stays alive. Bomb goes down. 7 seconds. Nico needs kills to win it. He'll find one. No, he won't. He won't even get Right.
Controlling the locker's position, backed up by Draken in the AWP, but towards middle we go. Significant damage inflicted with that HE grenade.
It's a Hail Mary, a desperate play, and a fast approach from FaZe, who struggled tremendously on the T side. No gun rounds achieved. Quick check for Rain. Peculiar smoke at the top of highway, it has to be said as well. Tries to find the tap toward the backside of quad. Get Right finds Olaf pushing through as well. 1 down already. Rain has to back away. Can't afford to get caught out alone. There's no access toward highway because they're still not in position toward Squeaky Door. They're both going to be going in from that angle. They've got to rotate around and get someone. It will be Guardian toward A main. Good find from Rain, therefore, to get Right.
Oh, Rez with his flank. This could be everything. Exist is boosted up. The final moment coming. Can Exist get anything done?
Oh!
He gets the double frag! This is it! It's happening! NiP in the 3 versus 1. Kerrigan, he needs to step out tremendously. Gets 2 kills. Surely he can't pull this one off.
His 2 kills in this round, some of his only in this game. He's been very slow, but he's certainly stepping up. He somehow pulls it back to a 1-on-1. A battle of the in-game leaders as Exist got a double, and Kerrigan has opened up the round. He can run it back. He spots Rez, takes the fight, but doesn't need to. Smarter for him to just get to B and get the bomb down. Why risk it when he can control the play? So a retake in a 1-on-1. Rez with just a kit. No nades between he and Kerrigan for him to pick up additionally, and Kerrigan's going to stay on top of the site without the information. He could go vents, but the flash confirms he's not. Rez will go aggressive, and the young man who has stepped up and carried NiP in this event could carry them to a championship against Kerrigan. Spots, but Kerrigan pulls it back. 4 kills.
Guardian of no helmet, no nades at all. Do they have what it takes to close this one out and get to overtime?
Gun still available for NiP, obviously. Had so many rounds in a row. The first gun round, by the way, as we continue to bring that storyline up for FaZe, and it comes down to a 1 versus 3 heroics. Rez continuing to get aggressive. He always does, and he's boosted up behind the smoke. Can't land shots, but takes massive damage into Rain. Guardian has also suffered the same fate. A missed throw. Exist as Forrest gets the nade on the Guardian. 1 down already. Nico's tagged. He still finds the kill in return.
Through the door, of course. We do have a chance, though. Rain down to 30 HP. Similar story for Nico. Draken holds strong towards B. It's Olaf Meister waiting for any sort of aggression. They still have a minute to work with here. Exist, assertive as ever, does push in towards A main, looking to get 1 kill. It's a 1-and-done position as they fall back towards the mid warehouse.
But as time ticks away, 1-and-dones become more exciting to the chances of NiP. Especially with the HP as it is for FaZe. Late boost for Nico. Exist has support as well. Draken gets Olaf down to just 2 low HP players, and Exist is getting aggressive. Kerrigan might have to be the hero again this time. Reverse boost. When of the last time you've seen this is Rez strikes. Kerrigan down. It's just 34 and 18 HP for Rain and Nico. And inside of every dark cloud comes Rain, but inside of that comes Rez. He takes down Rain behind the smoke, and Get Right closes it.
best of 5 against FaZe. There's not many teams in the world